This is the story of Westworld, Season 1 in 3 minutes. Let's begin. In an undisclosed time and location, a team of engineers led by Arnold Weber and Robert Ford create and live in Westworld, a theme park that simulates the Wild West with androids known as hosts. Arnold creates Dolores, the park's first host, but quickly begins to realize that she is becoming sentient. He develops a test of imagination and empathy that he calls a maze, and tells Dolores if she can find the center, that she can be free. She passes the test, and Arnold tells Ford to stop the park from opening. They argue, and in an attempt to stop the park from opening, Arnold has Dolores and her program love interest Teddy to kill the other host, and eventually himself. Westworld's parent company, Delos, rules it to suicide and sweeps it under the rug. Westworld opens on schedule, but struggles financially. William and Logan from Delos arrive. William meets Dolores and decides to have her accompany them on their adventure, breaking her loop and allowing her to begin to retrace her steps to the center of the maze. Logan realizes that William is falling for Dolores and cuts her open to remind him that she isn't real. She's taken for repair, and William forces Logan to stay in Westworld to help find Dolores. William eventually finds her, but she doesn't remember him from being reset, and a jaded William turns into the Man in Black. He decides to invest further into the park, solving his financial issues, and eventually becoming the majority investor. Ford goes on to create a host version of Arnold and names him Bernard. Years later, the Man in Black's wife kills herself. In an effort to feel emotion, he wreaks havoc on Maeve and kills her and her daughter. The maze is revealed to him, and he begins his quest to find the center. Maeve is emotionally destroyed, and even after a memory wipe, kills herself. Ford reprograms Maeve as a prostitute, giving her a new loop. During this time, Delos steals Ford's research as they want to out him from the company, but are worried that he will delete everything when that happens. Dolores and Teddy encounter the Man in Black at the Abernathy Ranch, and he kills Teddy, which causes Dolores to start to remember her past. Shortly after, Dolores' father finds a photo of William's now deceased wife, and he malfunctions. During diagnostics, he promises revenge on his creators. Dolores, with help from Bernard, passes her diagnostics, but her father is deactivated and replaced, pushing her further along her path. Dolores goes off loop, retracing her steps and reliving past memories along the way. She arrives at the town with the White Church, which has been rebuilt as part of Ford's new narrative. She enters the church and finds the Man in Black, who wants her help in unlocking the maze, but she tells him the maze isn't for him. The Man in Black reveals to Dolores that he is an aged William and prevents her from leaving. The two fight and he fatally stabs her. Ford has Dolores brought to the diagnostic facility, where he reveals that the voice inside her head is her own inner monologue, helping her finish her quest to consciousness. Ford asks for forgiveness and explains that he developed the desire to free the host as well, keeping them in the park to prepare them to fight back. During diagnostics, Maeve forces two engineers to change her core programming, and she begins her escape, but she decides to head back to find her daughter, revealing multiple parks including Shogun World. Ford makes a speech about the opening of his new narrative, and Dolores executes him, and then starts firing into the crowd of Ford members. An army of hosts appears from the woods, shooting the Man in Black in the arm, thus giving him what he wanted all along, something real. The revolution of the host has begun. And that is the story of Westworld, Season 1 in 3 minutes.